Good morning, students. Myself, Dr. Vijender Singh Tawar, Associate Professor in English. Presently, I am posted at Government College, Guda. Friends, as you know, this is a series of video lectures. Today's lecture is concentrated on the BA Part 2nd, English Literature Paper 2nd. The story entitled Three Questions, composed by Leo Tolstoy. And this story is very interesting, easy, and one must understand the importance of this story. A message has been conveyed through this story. We will learn about it later on. First, let us concentrate on about the author. As you know, Leo Tolstoy was born in 1825 and died in 1910. Was a Russian novelist, short story writer, and he is remembered in the world of literature with great respect also. He is respected everywhere. His short stories are the examples of literary craftsmanship. How a story should be composed and written can be understood by making analysis of his stories. And about him, we should know that he was born in an aristocratic family. His father was a count, that is a landlord, and his mother was a princess. But he did not like the political or powerful life. He was attracted by the problems of ordinary common person, and he made those problems the part of or subject of his compositions. What we noticed in his work is that realism with moral conviction is the main characteristics of his literary works. There is a great degree of imaginative vision also. He is regarded as the anti-dogmatic champion of liberalism. He was an advocate of democracy, liberalism, and so on. His philosophy of truth, non-violence, non-resistance to evil, and love of humanity impressed and influenced Mahatma Gandhi. The idea is Mahatma Gandhi was also impressed by this author. His famous novels are War and Peace and Anna Karenina. His short stories are intentionally imaginative, didactic in tone, and convey his philosophy in a simple diction. The idea is Leo Tolstoy was such a writer who uses the language of ordinary person or common man, and their problems are reflected in his poems. He is able to impart great truth in simple and short stories. Now let us come to about this story. The story entitled Three Questions is one of the most famous stories written by Tolstoy. It was written in 1903, and it is one of the stories Tolstoy contributed in aid of the Jews left destitute after the massacres and outrages in Kirsenev and elsewhere in Russia. At that time in Russia, there was a lot of bloodshed and problems were there. These outrages possibly preempted the yet more terrible Jewish massacre of 1905 that shook Tolstoy to the very core. The people were killed mercilessly and he was perturbed by all these things. The story reveals the importance of the present in our life. It is now that matters in our dealings because the past cannot be recalled and future is uncertain. That is, through this story, the writer has given us a message that we human beings should concentrate on the present. Present is the most important time in the life of human beings, because past cannot be recalled and about future we cannot say with certainty that this will happen. No. Now let us come to the story. The story is very simple, that there was a king. He, like other kings, normal kings, he wanted to rule with such a authority that everyone should be happy in his life. So he got an idea that if he knew the answer of 3 questions, then he can achieve his target. The 3 questions were, first is, what is the right time to begin everything? Who are the right people to listen to and whom to avoid? And what is the most important thing to do? These 3 questions, if he know the answer of these questions beforehand, he will be a successful king. He wanted to know the answer of these 3 questions. So he called for a meeting of his counselors, ministers, VIP people were called, and he made a declaration that if anybody will answer these questions, he will be awarded sufficiently. Many people came. Some said this, said that, etc., etc. Some kings, wise people, etc. So many answers came, but could not get satisfaction. He was not satisfied by those answers. So he did not give any reward to any person. He became very sad. At last, he was suggested that his questions can be answered very well by a hermit, a sannyasi. But the problem is that hermit lived outside the city in a forest, and he does not meet king. He meets only common people. So the king decided to go to the hermit as a common man. When he reached there, or we will say on the way, he asked his bodyguards to remain there in the jungle, and from there he went on foot to see the king's hermit's cottage. When he reached there, hermit was sowing the seeds, or making his land prepare for his sowing. The king helped him, and the king, as a common man, requested that he has come to get the answer of these 3 questions. If he can give the answer, he will be very thankful. If he cannot, then he can go away. But hermit said nothing. He kept on doing his job. And with the quest, as the time went on, now it was evening. Suddenly he saw that a person was coming towards him. He was very much injured. The king helped that person to the cottage of the hermit. There he gave him medical aid, whatever he could do in that situation. The person was unconscious, and the king served him throughout the night. And in the morning, king was sitting near that injured person. The injured person got into senses and asked the king to forgive him. The king was surprised that he did not know that person, how could he ask for forgiveness? Then that person gave his introduction to the king, that how he came to kill the king, but he was seen by his bodyguards and he was injured. Anyway, king made a friendship with that person and asked that he would be looked after by his personal medical team, and that person became friend of the king. Now after that, the king wanted the answer of these questions, so he again requested the hermit to give the answer of his questions. After some discussion, the hermit told him that his three questions have been answered already. The king was surprised. If his questions have been answered, he did not know the answer. Then he was told. He said, the most important time is the present. The king had taken pity on the hermit and offered to dig the ground. Okay. If he had not done so and had gone his way, his enemy hidden in the forest might have attacked and killed him. So the most important time was when he was digging the ground. Because that person who was injured would have killed the king if the king would have gone at that time. Now the second question, the most important man was the hermit with whom he was talking. So the most important man is the person with whom one is dealing at the moment. That is the second person. Question is, who is most important man? With whom we are talking or having a deal or conversation or work at the moment of present or at the present time. That is most important person. The third, the most important thing to do is to do well to do our fellow beings. We should work for the welfare of our fellows. Man is sent into this world only for this purpose. The king attended to the wounded man and saved his life. That person who came, injured person, wounded man, was saved by the king. This was the most important. It not only saved a man's life, but he was able to turn his enemy into a friend, because that person who was the enemy of the king became the friend of the king. So in this way, the king got the answer of these questions. These three questions teaches us that we should give importance to the present time, the person with whom we are in conversation or dealing. That is more important. Moreover, we should do good things. We should keep in mind the welfare of all the people. For this purpose, God has sent us. The king was satisfied and he got the answer and he returned to his kingdom and he started ruling with welfare attitude from that time onward. Thank you very much.